It has been 6 months since Newport, Tennessee was hit with devastating floods following Hurricane Helene. Our Nick McNeese showcases the recovery efforts from his hometown. Nick joins us now. Nick?
Yeah, there was over $160 million of damage just to public infrastructure, and that's not even counting homes and businesses. I talked to the mayor of Cott County and one very familiar flood victim to see how the relief is progressing. Just 6 months ago, my hometown Newport, Tennessee was hit with devastating floods from the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, unlike anything our town had ever seen before. The recovery from these floods is personal to me. For my grandma, Donna Martin, this could have been fatal.
And it sounds like an ocean in the backyard.
The water was rising and was minutes from trapping her inside of her own home.
He called and he said, "I'm coming after you. I'm coming to get you." And he said, "Grab you some clothes, do whatever." I grabbed my door key and my cell phone and I'm out the door.
That day, she could have never guessed that the entire foundation and walls inside of her home were ruined, and that 6 months later, she would still not be back in her home.
And I thought, well, even when I went with him, I'm thinking, this will be gone and I'll be back in a couple of hours.
Everything she owned was destroyed, but support from people all across the country has been overwhelming to her.
It's been a blessing and an eye-opening experience, but a heartwarming decision, choice too, because there've been a lot of people that I've never laid eyes on, probably never meet. That's really been a blessing to me and helped out.
Many families all across Cott County are just like mine. They are tired, but they're working very hard to try and rebuild what they had. Cott County Mayor Rob Mathis has been working tirelessly to try and help his county recover from these floods. He says the community spirit in Newport has been eye-opening.
I'm so proud and thankful for how our county, the whole community has responded.
He says there are many behind-the-scenes challenges that people are not aware of.
Nobody goes through these disasters on a regular basis, so when you're working with the state and federal levels, then you're starting a game and you're playing it as you learn the rules, so to speak.
He says the relationships that the city has built with nonprofits, other counties, and the federal government prior to the floods were vital in making sure relief began quickly.
We have built and strengthened those relationships for 2 years so that when the crisis hit, we didn't have to build relationships. That when a crisis hits, that's not when you build relationships, that's when you lean on them.
The road to recovery is still long for my family and many others in Cott County, but the end goal gets closer every single day. From Newport, Tennessee, Nick McNeese, Fall News. Cott County is still working on receiving more funding from the federal government to help with the rebuilding process, with the interstate leading to Charlotte being a top priority. Lots of progress has been made, but there is still much work to be done. This flood is an example of how a horrible tragedy can bring a community closer together.
Thank you for that deep dive, Nick.